What's going on, everybody? We have the latest Diablo IV quarterly update of August 2022. I haven't looked through it yet, so let's go through it together. Hello, and welcome to our third Diablo IV quarterly update for 2022. We hope you enjoyed last quarter's dive into the playstyles of our final launch class, the Necromancer. That blog and our previous updates can be read here if you missed out. Today we'll be talking about some of what's coming to Diablo IV after the game ships. This is often referred to as a live service, and we have ambitious plans here. Our Associate Game Director for Live Service, Joseph Pipiora, and our Director of Product, Keegan Clark, are here to talk details. Everything they describe is in addition to delivering the complete Diablo IV experience, the rich endgame features you expect at launch, and regular expansions that continue the story. Regular expansions, plural, so we know they're planning for at least 2, right? Okay. I think they had multiple expansions planned for Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 that never happened, but I digress. They do plan on, this is the first Diablo game that they're planning as a live service. So hopefully it's more of like a World of Warcraft where we're getting expansions every couple years for a long period of time. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Many of you enjoy seasons in Diablo 2 Resurrected and Diablo 3. I have thoughts about that. I do hope that we get more interesting seasons in Diablo 2 Resurrected, kind of like we do in Diablo 3, but we've only had one so far, so we'll see how that goes. And have asked for more extensive season support. We agree one of the most fun ways to play Diablo is through seasons, so we're making the first one available soon after launch and building a dedicated team to bring you up to 4 seasons a year, so 3-month seasons, I can do math, each with major new features, quest lines, enemies, legendary items, and more. Already sounds good. Diablo 4 seasons are modeled after those of Diablo 3. I like this. I love Diablo 2, but Diablo 3 seasons are really cool. When a new season begins, all the characters from the prior season are moved to the Eternal Realm, where you can keep playing, leveling up, and collecting loot. To play in the new season, you'll create a fresh character and experience the new seasonal features and content while leveling up alongside other players. This, along with capping Paragon points in Diablo 4, ensures that your effort and skill, measured by both dexterity and theory crafting, determine how powerful your character becomes. Okay, so there is a limit as to how much power we can get. It's not like Diablo 3 where you can grind to Paragon 14,000. Kidding. Okay, I like that. It also allows players who missed the last season to participate. This season design requires that all sources of character power come from playing the game, so you will not be able to pay for power in Diablo 4. There it is. No paying for power, which is huge. So one thing that's a little weird to me is we do know that this game is going to be featuring more of a MMO playstyle. So the fact that there are going to be resets, you're going to have to level new characters every season, is interesting as far as that goes. It's not going to be like how the season pass works in Immortal, where every couple months there's a new battle pass, but you still use the same character and you still have all your power. So that's going to be different. I like it. I like leveling new characters in games like this, in both this and WoW, and any game that leveling characters repeatedly is fun. It really means that the level up experience has to be fun and rewarding, and hopefully over time, like Diablo 3, it gets a little easier in later seasons and stuff like that. Anyways, you can read about our monetization philosophy below, along with details on how the cosmetic shop and optional season pass support and enhance seasons. We hope you enjoy this update and look forward to your thoughts and reactions. Later this year, we'll be testing our endgame systems. We'll also be testing features that enable players who have completed the game's campaign to flag it as completed for new characters they create and allow characters on the Eternal Realm to contribute to seasonal progress. That's different. So your non-season characters will be able to help your season characters somehow. Finally, stay tuned for a winter blog. Okay, so there's one more seasonal update. That makes sense. This is the third quarterly update. 4 quarters. Got it? Okay. We're grateful to have you with us on this journey. Thank you for playing the games we make. Joe Shelley, Game Director. All right, here we go. Seasons, new content, refreshing the meta, improving the game, live events, season journey, season pass, the shop, and closing thoughts. There's a lot going on here. I'm curious to see what else they're going to have. Seasons. Hello, Heroes of Sanctuary. My name is Joe Pipiora. Sorry if I'm butchering that, Joe. I don't know. The Associate Game Director responsible for game systems and our live service. Today, I finally get to talk about our high-level plans for Diablo 4's seasonal content updates. We're in the exciting position of delivering the high-quality, quarterly releases Diablo 4 deserves, so every 3 months, which is the same as these quarterly updates. Okay. As our game director Joe Shelley noted earlier, we're pursuing a seasonal reset structure for our live game. Diablo's a game about choice and possibility. We feel it's at its best when you get a clean slate to start from in a season. picking a class, customizing your build, and chasing down items that support it along the way. This affords us several advantages, and chief among them is that we can really shake the box of Diablo IV with each season, creating unique experiences with each of our quarterly releases. On paper, that sounds really good. Well, that's an interesting picture of hell. All right. New content. We think it's important that players see the game as changing in meaningful ways. Each season will be released with a fresh new gameplay feature and quest line that introduces new challenges, mysteries, and possibilities into the level up experience. This is something players should begin to experience before the end of their first hour of play. Okay, so it's not like it's just endgame stuff, it's going to be right from the beginning of the new seasons. Like it, love it. One of the benefits of our seasonal direction is that it enables fun, new ways to play throughout your character's progression. Each season's new quest line will reveal more of the world of Sanctuary and your character's place in it. Here, we get an opportunity to introduce new characters or revisit old ones while exploring the lore and the content of the season. So it sounds like we're going to be getting a lot more story over each season. Maybe not a lot, but at least one quest line. Is that enough? We'll have to wait and see, but it sounds promising. Okay, let's take a look at this. So this is the Paragon Boards, which it looks like the look has been changed a little bit, unless this is their internal system. No, I think this looks like it's probably an in-game screenshot. Strength, intelligence, willpower, dexterity. Okay, so it shows us what our stats are here, so we know, like, probably for breakpoints and stuff, we can actively monitor that while we're putting points on the board. We have our glyphs down here, which I don't know what these do, but I know we can place them on the board. Okay, that looks like maybe here? No, that's what connects it to a new board. Where do we place the glyphs on the Paragon board? I don't necessarily see the slots for them. Could be here. Maybe they said they can go into existing... Oh, right here. Okay, that's a glyph right here. Okay, so this glyph here affects these nodes in this diamond shape here. I don't know what this one does. It doesn't look like it says that anywhere on the screen as far as I can tell. But I'm sure that means that these nodes are probably dexterity, since it looks like they're on a dexterity-driven character. I don't know. Curious to see more of this system. I really like this concept. It kind of feels like their take of Path of Exile skill tree. The behemoth that it is. All right, refreshing the meta. Diablo IV is a vast game. We want to ensure that we're keeping existing content and features in place where they remain fun and challenging to participate in. To that end, we will always be evaluating the state of the game to regularly revitalize older stomping grounds. Okay, that's good. They're not going to make content no longer viable, which is one of the things that I've always felt about World of Warcraft, is that once you move past like an expansion, there's not a ton of reasons to go back, which I wish they would reuse those old zones for more quests and stuff. So if they do that in Diablo IV, I'll be really excited. One clear example here is looking at the relative balance between classes, builds, and powers. Diablo is a game that's about creating exciting, overpowered builds, and while we don't want to balance the fun out of the experience, we don't want to create situations in which imprecise tuning squash creativity. Okay, I like that. They're emphasizing having fun with the builds that you want to build, which I really like. I'm sure that people are eventually going to, theory craft all the possibilities and figure out what's the absolute highest damage, but I'm hoping there's at least a bunch of viable options for every class. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing as Diablo 3, where it's like very cookie cutter builds that people follow. We will also be constantly adding new legendary and unique items, Paragon Boards, glyphs, and more that will continually refresh the meta and create new build opportunities. That is one thing I didn't really think about, is the Paragon Boards and glyphs. If they're adding new ones every season, that's going to continually shake the meta up, which is exactly what this is called, refreshing the meta. Okay, they're doing the thing, improving the game. With each season, we'll be looking into ways to simply improve the player experience. As a live product, we intend to hold Diablo IV to an exceedingly high standard. We're here to build a live game that we can be proud of, and the best way to do that is by engaging our players directly. Based on feedback that we receive, the team will identify quality of life features and polished work that can be done to improve the overall game experience, and invite the community to vote upon their priority. While we cannot always flip a switch to tackle something immediately, you can rest assured that we will be active in improving the quality of the game experience for years to come. Okay, I like that. Active support for years, which I guess every one of their games has had active support for years. Even Heroes of the Storm. But it seems like they're committed to try their best to make a good game. Fingers crossed. Live events. Sanctuary is a living world filled with people, creatures, and factions striving to meet their own ends. Attentive players should be on the lookout for new live events that will be cropping up each season. An example of a live event might be the warning of an impending invasion of the drowned, which may last a weekend, or the arrival of a strange peddler amidst the crags of the dry steppes. These events provide gateways to new adventures and unique rewards. Okay, cool. Okay, we have chapters and events, 1 through 7. So there's 7 chapters per season, which is like the seasonal journey in Diablo 3, where you have to complete so many objectives to finish each chapter, and then you get these rewards. Objectives completed in the season journey. Oh, okay, they're literally calling it the season's journey. Objectives completed in the season's journey earn you favor, which helps to boost your season pass. Complete the majority of objectives per chapter to unlock the next chapter. Okay, so here, I don't know what these things are, but it looks like a ring and I don't know. I don't know what those are. Achieve level 20. Craft a magic item. Items can be crafted from collecting crafting materials, okay? Interact with the jeweler and craft a gem. Jewelers can be found in most major cities and towns. Complete 7 dungeons. Dungeons can be found scattered through Sanctuary. The dungeons are one of the things that I'm most excited for. Like in Diablo 3, there were caves and stuff that you could go into that were dungeon-esque, but it wasn't like a thing. Completing a dungeon wasn't a thing. There were rifts that were a thing. Are dungeons just outdoor rifts, basically? Maybe. Yeah, maybe dungeons are just outdoor rifts, which is cool. Season Journey. Alongside our major season releases, we see the return of the Season Journey. Players are pushed to explore Sanctuary anew, earning limited time rewards with each chapter of the Season Journey that's completed. Completing the Season Journey is quite a feat, with the final step demanding the character overcome an extremely difficult encounter with an especially deadly foe. With future Season Journeys, we're regularly adding pinnacle level difficulty challenges for players to complete, proving their worth and earning unique cosmetic rewards besides? That wording's weird to me, but maybe that's proper English, I don't know. Like Diablo 3, the Season Journey is free for all players. Completing Season Journey objectives also grants progress towards a Season Pass, a new feature with a Battle Pass style progression that advances alongside the Season Journey, enabling players to earn even more rewards just by playing. The Season Pass has both free rewards, cosmetics, premium currency, and gameplay boosts, and paid rewards, cosmetics, and premium-only currency. Premium-only currency. I really hope that's only to buy other cosmetics. Otherwise, we have a problem. But they did say that you cannot buy power, so we'll see. Hopefully they talk about that. Season Pass. Hey everyone, I'm Keegan Clark, Director of Product for Diablo IV, here to talk about our approach to live service monetization in Diablo IV. As we've discussed previously, Diablo IV will be a full-price game with a cosmetic shop and a Season Pass, none of which provide any pay-for-power options. We're off to a good start. We'll see how it goes. Our goal in designing our in-game purchases is that we want to create beautiful things which add value to players' experience of the game. The scale of Diablo 4 seasons is much more ambitious than what we've done in the past on Diablo 3, with a large development team dedicated to seasons after launch. Diablo 4 will be supported by an army of developers for years to come. With all the exciting plans we have for seasons, we want them to be enjoyed by everyone, regardless of whether they buy anything from the shop. I'm grateful for the opportunity to finally share more with the community about our live service model. Seasons will add all new gameplay quests, challenges, meta changes, and quality of life improvements. The Season Pass recognizes players' dedication, with greater rewards unlocking as you play more throughout the season. There will be a single track of rewards with free tiers that are unlocked just by playing the game and leveling, and premium tiers which provide no in-game power or advantage over other players. Premium tiers? Multiple free tiers, multiple premium tiers. Okay, we'll see what that means. Maybe. The free tiers of the pass will provide gameplay boosts to all players, things which make the journey of leveling up a fresh seasonal character faster and more streamlined. In contrast, the premium tier rewards are focused on aesthetics, providing a huge value in the form of cosmetics and premium currency. Many of the rewards embody the seasonal theme, helping players show off their participation in that season. What I'm really hoping this means is it's similar to Diablo Immortal, where like the paid tier gives you a little bit of extra stuff, and at the end it gives you like one full set cosmetic that just makes you look like a character from that season. I hope that's all it is. Maybe a mount, maybe a pet, something like that. I don't know. Let's talk more about what players can expect. Okay, good, here we go. The Season Pass has free tiers and premium tiers. Throughout the pass, players can earn a variety of rewards for free just by playing. At any point during the season, players can purchase the Premium Pass to unlock the ability to earn premium reward tiers containing seasonally themed cosmetics and premium currency. They really like telling us about this premium currency without telling us about this premium currency. The Season Pass awards cosmetics. Like the shop, these don't affect gameplay. Additionally, certain cosmetic types are exclusive to the Season Pass. The Season Pass awards premium currency. Players can spend this currency on cosmetics offered in the shop. Okay, just cosmetics so far. The Season Pass awards free season boosts. What's a season boost? Boosts accelerate players' progress for the duration of the season. For example, a season boost might accelerate XP earned to make leveling multiple characters within a season faster. Because they affect gameplay, season boosts are free rewards for all players. So why not just make experience faster for everybody? We want to be clear that players can't unlock season boosts more quickly through purchases. There's no way to unlock more boosts, or boosts at a faster pace by spending money. Okay, so by doing the Season Pass, you unlock a finite number of boosts that you can use when you want to. Okay, so that's kind of like getting the 3 mushrooms in Mario Kart. You can hang on to them if you want to and save them all for towards the end, or you can use them right away. Okay, all right, whatever. It's weird. Maybe if you get to a point in the game that feels particularly grindy, or if you want to save them for an alt, can you transfer these between characters maybe? There's no way to unlock more boosts. Players can purchase tiers, but they won't speed up getting season boosts. Players can't upgrade season boosts just by purchasing tiers, because they'll also have to earn milestones to apply them. All other tier rewards can be unlocked instantly by purchasing tiers. In other words, there's no way to shortcut getting boosts by buying tiers. They must be earned. Okay? The Season Journey accelerates Season Pass progression. While any playstyle can progress through the Season Pass, min-maxers can focus on Season Journey objectives to advance more quickly. Okay, so you have to think about what you're doing. You have to plan ahead, and everybody gets the same amount of boosts. You just have to earn them. I'm okay with this. So far, it sounds okay. I'm still keeping room for a small bit of skepticism, but so far, things sound good. Okay, the shop. The way we approached designing the shop and the cosmetics within it was by thinking about the experience we want players to have. We want buying things to feel good, before, during, and after the purchase. So if players choose to buy something, it should be because they want to, not because they feel like they have to. It should also be clear to players exactly what they're getting before they choose to buy, with no unpleasant surprises. The shop's cosmetics build on top of the foundation of a huge variety of transmogs from weapons and armor players will find in-game. It's also important to us that the shop is grounded within Diablo's world, so our cosmetics are holistic fantasies, the individual components of which can be mixed and matched with transmogs from armors acquired in-game, for endless customization options. Okay, the Lion of Ariat, Heir to the Sea, Wraithlord, Fractured Magic, Raised by Wolves, probably. I like that they're all priced at $666. So this is Barbarian. Okay, so these are each of the class ones. So it costs 7 boxes, or no, it includes 7 items. 7, 7, 7, 7, 8. Interesting. Okay, so here we have the Barbarian, the Druid, the Necromancer, the Sorcerer, and the Rogue. We have 666 currency. They all cost 666. Interesting. Probably just for the screenshot. I don't know if those are going to be actual prices. It's funny if they are. Okay, so there's these pentagram icons on the left, which is what we're on. That's the featured. And then you can dive deeper into each one to buy more. There's also another pentagram behind my camera, but actually, here, take a peek. Anyways, okay, so there's cosmetics and then palladium. What is palladium? Maybe we'll find out. Let's keep going. Let's talk more about what players can expect. The shop sells cosmetics for premium currency. Cosmetics give players even more options to customize the visual appearance of their characters. Nothing offered in the shop grants a direct or indirect gameplay advantage, so while many of these may look like powerful pieces of gear, they have no in-game stats. The one thing that they haven't addressed yet is Asmongold's concern, is that these cosmetics might be tradable, which would let people essentially buy them for real money to sell for gold, or whatever the currency in this game is. So let's see if they talk about that. Hey guys, this is post-recording Riz. I'm doing the editing, and a tweet just went live in response to a tweet by Asmongold where he asked, "Hey guys, big question I see not answered here. Will any of the items on the shop, or items purchasable with premium currency, be tradable in any capacity between players? Not between your characters, but other players, so you can effectively sell them," which was what I mentioned in the video. Adam Fletcher, who is the global community lead, responded to this tweet saying, "You cannot trade anything purchased with premium currency in Diablo IV with other players. This includes items unlocked in the Season Pass." So there it is. There is no buying power in Diablo IV in seemingly any way. All right, back to the rest of the video. Wraithlord. Their souls answer my call. Some necromancers explore beyond the body, blood, and bones of the dead. Skilled necromancers manipulate the spirit, putting that energy to use as well. Okay, so these 6 items here can be used by the necromancer. This one can be used by the barbarian, the rogue, and the necromancer. At least I'm assuming that's what those icons are at the bottom. The shop is optional. Players can experience all core and seasonal gameplay features without spending money. Our goal is for players to enjoy the shop, buy something when it catches their fancy, and walk away happy with what they bought. The shop is transparent. It's important that players know exactly what to expect before making a purchase. We've built preview functionality that enables players to closely examine every detail of the cosmetics on their own character before deciding to make a purchase. The Burial Shroud. Somewhat mimicking the human body, underneath the outer shell of this breastplate lies a rib-like substructure of metal slats, further enhancing its protective qualities. Supported class is Necromancer. Equipped from Wardrobe. Okay, and then there's the option to preview the character, and I don't know what these arrows are for. Maybe different animations, or who knows. You can rotate, you can reset the look, you can randomize the look, you can swap the gender. Okay. So far, seems so good. The best looking cosmetics aren't exclusive to the shop. We'll see about that. Diablo IV will ship with hundreds of transmogs unlockable from drops in-game, including dozens of armor sets of the highest visual quality. There are incredible pieces, unique and legendary quality items, for players to find without ever going to the shop. The shop offers more diversity of choices, not systematically better choices. Remains to be seen. Screen captures of legendary armors earned through the game on the left versus armor cosmetics in the shop on the right. Okay, so this is in-game, this is from the shop. I definitely prefer this one. These shoulders are really cool though. I like the lion helm on the right shoulder, I guess that is. Okay, so it's just different flavors. Here, I mean, they're very distinct. I like this weapon better, but I think I like this armor set better. So I could see how they're definitely focusing on a good mix and match of each. And there might be times where you're like, I really like this in-game set, but it would really be set off if I bought this helm from the store. I'm okay with it. Armor transmogs in the shop are usable on all characters of that class. Many of the cosmetics in the shop are class-specific fantasies, which wouldn't necessarily make sense visually on other classes. Once you unlock a cosmetic from the shop for a given class, you can use it on every character of that class on your account. There are special cosmetic exclusives to the Season Pass which celebrate the theme of the season and look similar across all the classes. The most important guiding principle behind the shop and Season Pass is to create something players love, look forward to, and appreciate being part of the game. Cosmetics in Diablo IV create new ways for players to express themselves and never provide advantages in the game. Players will experience all the fun of seasons, whether they spend anything or not. We intend to continue our dialogue with players about shop and Season Pass, and will always listen and seek out community's feedback about it. It is our sincerest belief that we can work together with the community to keep Diablo IV a living, evolving world for many years to come. Thanks for reading, we'll be sharing more soon. Closing thoughts. Wrapping up this quarterly update blog, we want players to take comfort in knowing Diablo IV will continue to evolve its offerings post-launch. The introduction of new seasons, alongside live events and a returning season journey, will work in tandem to breathe variety into the game, while also reinforcing its core principle, empowering players to experience Sanctuary as they see fit. We cannot wait for you to explore these systems in the future. So, recapping. We're going to be getting new content with all the seasons. They're going to be refreshing the meta, shaking things up based on feedback from the community, how things are going, constantly planning on improving. There's going to be new live events and new things to do every season. Okay. Season Pass and Shop. Not selling power in any way, shape, or form. I'm really excited. I've been excited. I am a Diablo fanboy, admittedly. I still love Diablo 2. I still love Diablo 3. I still love Diablo Immortal. I just quit playing it because I don't have anybody to play with anymore. I'm really excited to mess with the Paragon board. I really hope that at some point they release some kind of like calculator or something so we can get a feel for how it's going to work. This feels very much like Diablo 3. All I really want to know, when can we get our hands on beta?